Hi everyone, this is Jupiter Jim from jupiterjim.club. This is strictly my demonstration site, not the actual site. And in today's video tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to add SEO optimized images to blog posts and pages. So here we go. I'm going to go to this post right here. And what I'm teaching you about adding images to posts will apply to pages as well. It's the same process, of course. Actually, let's go back here. I want to go to Dream Homes. This is the post we need to add an image to. So let's go over here where I've already logged in to, let's go to the dashboard for a second. So I've already logged into the demo site. As you can see down here, I'm using WordPress 4.4.1, and what I'm teaching you should apply to any version of WordPress, past, present, or future. The principles are exactly the same. Not much is going to change or has changed in quite a while. I happen to be using the thesis theme here, but it doesn't matter what theme you're using. What I'm teaching you should apply to every theme and framework in WordPress. Okay, so let's get to that post, Dream Homes. Okay, so I'm just going to put the cursor there, and I'm just going to add media. Let me go with, well, let's just upload the file. And I'm just going to go with, let's say, E this time. I'm going to take this E. So you can see the name is quite useless. It doesn't give any value or information to the visitor or to Google. But anyways, I'm going to double click on that. And once again, you can see the name here, totally useless, SEO not friendly. And you can see the width. The width is 1600 pixels wide. Now, the whole website itself is only about 1,000 pixels wide, so that's way too wide. Now, the area right in here, the content area from here to here is about 715 pixels, and this is about 300 pixels on the right-hand side. So trying to jam a 1600 pixel wide image into the content area is way too much. It also just happens to have some default titles and captions. We'll deal with that later. I'm going to put alignment center, link to media file. I don't want you to do that. I want to discourage you from doing that, but a lot of times by default it ends up being linked to the media file, and I'll show you why that's never a good thing. And size, we're just going to go with full size. Now there are different sizes here. 300 is too small, 150 is too small. 1024 pixels is still too big for that little area of about 715 pixels wide. So I'm just going to insert into post. Okay, click update. Go back to the site. I'm going to hit refresh. And we are done adding an image to a blog post, but it's not SEO optimized. So let's just continue. Under here, this Olympus digital camera, this is the caption to the image. It has some SEO value, not a lot. Do not focus on this, please. If it's appropriate, if you really think it's necessary to explain what's going on up here and you want people to see what's going on at a glance, you can put a caption in for the image right here. People, when they're scanning the page, do tend to read the captions of the images. They want to figure out what's going on. However, if you feel like it's redundant, the information is redundant, and you don't want to use the caption, you don't have to. It's not going to really have any kind of a negative effect on your SEO, so don't worry about that. Okay, so let's go back here. I'm going to now click here and remove the image, save it. And if we go back here, you can see the image is gone when I hit refresh. I'm going to go to the file on my computer, and I'm going to go to the DE right here. I'm going to right click that, and I'm going to open that in Photoshop. And when we go up here to image size, you can see the thing is freaking huge. Before I forget, this is 2.63 megabytes. It's freaking huge. 1600 pixels wide. We've already agreed that's way too large. We're not going to mess with resolution right now. Maybe in a future video, part 2, but for right now, that's too much information and not that important. So for width, I'm just going to change that to 700. You can change it to whatever makes sense to you, whatever you want. A lot of times 600, 650 is a good number to go with. We're going to go with 700 pixels wide. It automatically changed the height. Look at the size, just was drastically reduced. It was 2.65 and now it's only 516 kilobytes. Now the reason that's so important, when you reduce file size, you speed up the load times or the download time for that image. That speeds up the download time for that page or post, and Google likes that. If it loads fast, it gets more points with Google. If it loads slowly, Google subtracts points for that page. It's bad for SEO if the page or the image loads slowly. So that's why we want to reduce file size. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, I don't have Photoshop, that's fine. If you have a Mac or a PC, you have built-in programs that are free that will allow you to resize images. If that's not good enough, you can go to jupitergym.club in the blog post, and I will link some other programs such as paint.net or PicMonkey that will allow you. Those are free programs that will allow you to resize images very quickly. And inside jupitergym.club are some tutorials on how to use those free programs if you're interested. So anyways, I'm going to save this right now. Now let me save as, and I'm going to give it a meaningful name. I can just see how it's got the name down here. No meaning at all. No meaning, bad SEO. So we're going to change it to yellow. I think it's yellow. Now you want to use hyphens here. These are hyphens. You don't want to use the underscores. Google prefers the hyphens. Why? I don't know, but they do. It's a fact. Also, don't leave any blank spaces between the words of your name because that's what generates the %20 sign that you've probably seen in URLs at different times in web addresses. So that's how you create the name, give it some meaning, don't stuff it with keywords, and we will click Save. So this is the file name. We're going to click Save, minimize Photoshop, minimize that. Now we're going to go back to the website. We're in the blog post. I'm going to click here. I'm going to hit enter or return. Hit the up arrow, click add media. I'm going to add it from Miami Dream Home Yellow. I'm going to double click. Now, this time, let's focus on a few things. First of all, you can see the size is smaller. The file size is smaller. The width is smaller. It now has a meaningful SEO-friendly file name. Very important. Now, one of the most important things of all when it comes to optimizing your images for SEO is the content of the alt tag. So I can put in with garage. Okay, whatever you want to put in there. You do not need to stuff that with keywords, but if you can put a keyword in there like Miami or home or dream home or whatever's relevant to the blog posted page, that's fine, but don't stuff it with keywords. Now, the other reason alt text is very important, if somebody is blind or if they have sight impairment, they have browsers that read the text on a page. So when they come to an image, the only thing those browser readers know about that image is what you put in the alt tag. That's why you got to give it something that has meaning for people who are blind. Also, that's going to help your SEO as well. So I am just going to take this. I'm going to copy it, Control A, Command A on a Mac, Control C on a PC, or Command C to copy on a Mac, and then Control V to paste. Command V or Victor on a Mac. But anyways, so the title is not anywhere near as important as the alt tag. The alt tag is the most important thing. The title tag, instead of leaving it blank, you might as well just copy whatever you put here, and you can even add some more information if you'd like. Yellow dream home with garage, scene, house, hunting. So you can add a little more information in the title if you so choose. That's not really what's important. What's important is the alt tag is important. The file name up here is important. File size is important. Those are the three most important things. Caption, like I said, is totally optional. It has minimal effect on SEO, some effect on SEO. For the most part, just skip it if you don't need it. But if you wanted to, I can put you can add some more information for the caption because people will read the caption. Like I said, SEO impact minimal. Scroll down here. I'm going to go with the full size. Your different options here. Those are too small, not what I'm looking for. Stick with full size. I don't want to link to the media file. I'm going to put none. And as a matter of fact, I am going to link to the media file this time because I don't want you to do that. I'm going to teach you why. Let's insert into post. Click update. I'm going to hit refresh. And you can see we've got the caption here, which I said is optional, but people do read them. So if you want to illustrate or further explain an image, great way to go. Let me click on this image, and the only reason it's clickable is because I left it linked to media. If I put link to none, you couldn't click here, but link to media, I click here, it opens up the picture on a new page, and this serves absolutely no purpose whatsoever in most cases. So now people are lost. Where's the page I was on? Where's the post? Where's the website? They've got no clue. But before I hit the back button, there is the name of the file. That's the file name. That's another reason it's important. That's what Google bots are going to scan when they scan your page. That's what they're going to see. So I'm going to click the back button. Like I said, to change that, to edit it, you could go back here, click here to edit. Okay, click the pencil, and now we will link to none. We will click update. We'll go back, and we'll go here, click refresh. And now notice when I mouse over it, there's no hand there. It's not clickable. I'm clicking on it. It's not working. So to refresh, the three most important things are make sure you add a meaningful alt tag to your image, number one. Number two, you want to make sure that the file name is meaningful. Don't leave it the string of numbers and letters that you get automatically when you download a picture or upload a picture from your camera. And number three, file size. Let's shrink the file sizes down. They take up bandwidth, they take up storage space on your server. That can add up after a year or two, and they can slow down the loading of the image and or page or post. And that's all I need to teach. If you need any more information, go to jupitergym.club, where I've got tons of videos, tutorials on WordPress and online marketing. Take care and have a great day.